Have you ever felt nervous at a restaurant in English? You sit down, you open the menu, you know you want to eat something delicious, but then the server comes to your table and says, "Are you ready to order?" And suddenly, your mind goes blank.
Oh, yes, that happens to me. I can understand the menu slowly. I can even practice at home. But in a real restaurant, everything feels faster.
Exactly. Restaurant English is not only about food, it is about timing, it is about small questions, it is about being polite, even when you are not sure what to say.
Yes, sometimes I know the words, but I don't know the right sentence. I want to sound natural. I don't want to sound rude.
That is a very common feeling. So today, we will practice useful English at a restaurant. We will talk about getting a table, ordering drinks, asking about the menu, ordering food, asking for help, handling small problems, and paying the bill.
That sounds perfect. I want to enjoy restaurants in English, not just survive them.
I love that. English should help you enjoy your life, not make you freeze like a statue with a menu.
A statue with a menu. That is me.
Not after today. I'm Candy.
I'm Yang.
Hi, do you have a reservation?
A reservation means I booked a table before I came, right?
Exactly. If you have a reservation, you can say, "Yes, we have a reservation under Yang."
Under Yang. That means the reservation name is Yang.
Right. You can also say, "The reservation is under Candy." Very natural.
And if I don't have a reservation?
No, we don't. Do you have a table for two?
Do you have a table for two?
Yes, for one person. Do you have a table for one? For three people, do you have a table for three? For four people, do you have a table for four?
Simple and useful.
Exactly. If the restaurant is busy, the host may say it will be about a 20-minute wait. That means you need to wait about 20 minutes.
Then I can say, that's okay. We'll wait.
Perfect. Or if you do not want to wait, you can say, "Thank you, we'll come back another time."
That is polite.
Yes. Now you sit down. The server comes to your table and says, "Can I get you something to drink?"
This question often comes before ordering food, right?
Yes. You can answer, "I'll have water, please," or "Could I have iced tea, please?"
Which one sounds better?
Both are good. "I'll have water, please" is natural and common. "Could I have water, please" sounds a little softer and more polite.
So beginners can use, could I have?
Yes, it is one of the best restaurant patterns. "Could I have water, please?" "Could I have the menu, please?" "Could I have another fork, please?" "Could I have some extra napkins, please?"
Extra napkins. Very useful.
Yes, extra means more. Extra napkins, extra sauce, extra cheese.
Extra cheese sounds like happiness.
It is basically happiness with calories.
I accept that.
Good choice. Now let's look at the menu. Sometimes the menu is easy. Sometimes the menu has words you don't know. In that situation, you can ask, "What do you recommend?"
What do you recommend?
Good. Recommend means to suggest something good. You can also ask, "What's popular here?"
What's popular here?
That means, what do many people order? It is a very natural question.
I like that. If I don't know the restaurant, I can ask the server.
Exactly. Another useful question is, what comes with this?
What comes with this?
Yes, that means what side dishes are included. For example, the server may say it comes with rice, vegetables, and a small salad.
So, comes with means included together.
Exactly. Let's practice.
Excuse me, What comes with the grilled chicken?
It comes with rice, vegetables, and a small salad.
Great, that sounds easy to use.
Very easy. You can also ask about ingredients. Ingredients are the foods used to make a dish. For example, does this have onions? Does this have meat? Does this have dairy?
Dairy means milk, cheese, butter, and yogurt, right?
Exactly. If you cannot eat dairy, you can ask, does this have dairy?
And if I have an allergy?
Then be very clear. You can say, I'm allergic to peanuts, or I have a seafood allergy.
Allergy is serious.
Yes, your health is much more important than perfect English, so do not be shy. Speak clearly.
That is important.
Now the server comes back and says, are you ready to order?
This is the scary sentence.
It can feel scary, but you only need a few simple patterns. Pattern 1. I'd like the chicken pasta, please.
I'd like the chicken pasta, please.
I'll have the salmon, please.
I'll have the salmon, please.
Could I get the soup and salad, please?
Could I get the soup and salad, please?
Excellent. All three are natural, but for beginners, I recommend I'd like. It is polite, clear, and easy.
I'd like the burger, please.
Yes, I'd like the tomato soup, please. I'd like the lunch set, please. I'd like the cheesecake, please.
Cheesecake is dangerous.
Very dangerous. It looks quiet, but it has strong power.
It calls my name.
I understand completely. Now, after you order, the server may ask follow-up questions. This is where many English learners feel nervous.
Yes, I can order one sentence, but then the server asks something more and I think, oh no, new level unlocked.
Exactly. Restaurant English has little next questions. Let's practice common ones. The server may ask, how would you like your steak? This means, how cooked do you want your steak? You can answer, medium, please, medium rare, please, or well done, please.
I always forget those words.
Many people do. If you are not sure, medium, please, is a safe answer for many people.
Good. What about eggs?
The server may ask you, how would you like your eggs? You can say, scrambled, please, fried, please, or sunny side up, please.
Sunny side up sounds cute.
It does. It means the yellow part of the egg is up, like a little sun.
That image helps.
Good. Another common question is, what kind of dressing would you like? This is for salad. You can answer, ranch, please, Italian, please, or whatever you recommend.
Whatever you recommend, that sounds very useful.
It is. It means, please choose something good for me.
So when I don't know, I can say, whatever you recommend.
Exactly. Now, what if the server speaks too fast?
That happens a lot.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Sorry, could you say that again?
Perfect. You can also say, sorry, could you speak a little more slowly?
That feels brave.
It is brave, and it is completely okay. You are not asking for special treatment. You are trying to communicate.
Sometimes I feel embarrassed.
I understand. But remember, English is not a test in that moment. It is a bridge.
A bridge.
Yes, a bridge between you and another person. So use the bridge slowly. No need to run across it in panic.
That is a good image.
Now let's practice a full ordering scene. I will be the server. Yang, you are the customer.
Okay.
Hi there. Are you ready to order?
Yes, please. I'd like the grilled chicken.
Great. Would you like rice or fries with that?
Rice, please.
And what kind of dressing would you like for your salad?
What do you recommend?
The sesame dressing is popular.
Then I'll have that, please.
Perfect. Anything to drink?
Could I have iced tea, please?
Of course.
That felt good.
You did great. Notice you did not use difficult English, but you sounded natural.
Yes, the key is not difficult words. The key is calm patterns.
Exactly. Now, what happens during the meal? Maybe you need something. The most important phrase is, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Yes, this is the magic phrase. Not hey, not server, just excuse me. Then you can say, could we have some more water, please? Could I have some extra napkins, please? Could we have another plate, please? Could I have a spoon, please?
These are very practical.
Yes, small phrases make real life easier. Now, sometimes there is a small problem. Maybe the food is cold. Maybe the order is wrong. Maybe something is missing.
This part is hard. I don't want to complain.
I understand, but you can be polite and clear. For example, excuse me, I think this is not what I ordered.
I think this is not what I ordered.
Good. This sounds softer than this is wrong.
Yes, much softer.
Excuse me, I ordered the chicken, but this is the fish.
That is very clear.
Yes, and if something is missing, you can say, excuse me, I think we're missing one dish.
We're missing one dish.
Exactly. Missing means it is not here.
What if the food is too cold?
Excuse me, this is a little cold. Could you warm it up?
Could you warm it up?
Yes. Warm it up means make it warm again.
That is polite and useful.
And remember, your tone matters. A kind voice helps. A small smile helps. Polite English is not only grammar, it is also your attitude.
That is true.
During the meal, the server may come and ask, "How is everything?"
Yes, I hear that in movies.
Yes, it means, "Is your food okay? Are you happy with everything?" You can answer, "It's great, thank you," or "Everything is good, thank you."
And if there is a problem?
Actually, could we have some more water? Or, actually, I think we're missing one dish.
Actually sounds useful.
Very useful. It makes your sentence softer. Now let's talk about dessert. The server may ask, "Would you like to see the dessert menu?"
That is a dangerous question.
Very dangerous. The stomach says maybe, the heart says yes, and the cake says choose me.
The cake is very persuasive.
It really is. You can say yes please or no thank you, we're full.
We're full means we cannot eat more.
Right. And if you want to share dessert, you can say we'll share the cheesecake.
We'll share the cheesecake.
Perfect. Now, after the meal, you need to pay. In American English, you can say, "Could we have the check, please?"
Could we have the check, please?
Yes, in British English, people often say bill. So you can also say, "Could we have the bill, please?"
Both are okay?
Yes, both are understood in many places. If you want to pay together, you can say, "We'll pay together." If you want to pay separately, you can say, "Could we pay separately?"
Could we pay separately?
Good. Separately means each person pays for their own food.
That is useful when traveling with friends.
Very useful. The server may ask, "Card or cash?" You can answer, "Card, please," or "Cash, please."
And if I need a receipt?
Could I have a receipt, please?
Receipt. The spelling is strange.
Yes, the P is silent. Receipt.
English spelling is sometimes mysterious.
Very mysterious, like a small puzzle with coffee.
I need coffee for that puzzle.
Me too. Now let's practice paying. I will be the server again.
Okay.
How was everything?
Everything was great, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. Would you like dessert today?
No, thank you, we're full. Could we have the check, please?
Of course.
Could we pay separately?
Sure. Card or cash?
Card, please. And could I have a receipt?
Of course.
That felt natural.
Yes, you sounded calm and polite.
I think restaurant English has many small steps.
Exactly. That is why it feels difficult at first, but each step is simple. Getting a table, ordering drinks, asking about the menu, ordering food, asking for help, handling small problems, paying the bill.
When I think about all of it together, it feels big. But when I practice one step at a time, it feels possible.
That is a beautiful point. English becomes easier when we make it smaller.
Make it smaller. Practice slowly. Use simple patterns.
Yes, and today you learned many useful sentences. Let's review some of them. Do you have a table for two?
Do you have a table for two?
Could I have water, please?
Could I have water, please?
What do you recommend?
What do you recommend?
What comes with this?
What comes with this?
I'd like the chicken pasta, please.
I'd like the chicken pasta, please.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Sorry, could you say that again?
Could we have some more water, please?
Could we have some more water, please?
I think this is not what I ordered.
I think this is not what I ordered.
Could we have the check, please?
Could we have the check, please?
Could we pay separately?
Could we pay separately?
Excellent! These sentences are simple, but they can help you feel more free. Free to travel, free to eat with friends, free to enjoy the moment.
I like that, because when I worry too much about English, I cannot enjoy the food.
Exactly. And food is not only food. A meal can become a memory. A warm bowl of soup on a rainy day, a small dessert shared with a friend, a kind server who smiles at you, a new place that makes you feel brave.
That is beautiful.
So next time you go to a restaurant in English, take a breath, smile, use one simple sentence. You do not need to say everything perfectly. You just need to start.
Clear, kind, and useful English.
Exactly. And little by little, your restaurant English will become more natural.
I feel more confident now.
I'm so glad. Thank you for listening today. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe so you don't miss future episodes.
And next time you eat at a restaurant, try one sentence from today. Just one.
Yes, one sentence can open the door. See you next time.
See you next time.